Hello, I don't know how to pronounce your username, so I'm going to call you Maya. My apologies. This is mostly me not wanting to mutilate it, because all I can think is Svart Maya. So if it's okay, I'm just going to call you Maya. I'm going to turn on the audio.
Go back the other way. Yeah, there you go. All right, and actually, you know what? I take that back. I can pull up my local like this. Don't need to go away from me. Right, and we can probably do this without you on the EP if you can help guide me from there. Yeah, definitely. I think I can. I don't really have many of the black lines. Yeah, I think I'm actually lined up. Yeah, I think you're on it. Now I'm not. Yeah. And you think I'm to my right. Yep, concur. Okay, a little more to your right. About an inch to your right. Up, and then now down. Yep. And then give it a push. I don't... Not stuck? Not yet.
I think they're replacing batteries. This is indeed a live spacewalk.
Now we are. Okay.
Copy if possible.
I'm waiting for the EP just to be up. So that we've got the...
Copy soft dock. You can lock out the RET with slack if possible. And then I have PGT settings when you're ready.
Okay, stand by.
I think they've been going for something like 6 hours.
Hey, Stephanie, I believe it's Alpha 7 clockwise.
That's affirmed.
That's right, it's boxed out with slack.
Alpha 7 clockwise 2.
Alpha 7 clockwise 2 is set.
Confirm H2. Confirm tape line flush to the H2 scoop.
She's got to be tired.
Line is flush, and standby, the PGT is turned off, so.
Copy.
Christina, can you get a hand on it? Yep, okay, I've got a hand on it, you can pull it out. Okay. Hey, good cow. LED test battery 38.01.
I did read that they use
and Alpha 7 clockwise 2 is set.
Copy.
Dry lube for mechanical parts for their tools, because liquid lube would just not work.
I have tape line flush and move it to back a little bit. Here, I'll do that. Yeah, I get it. Okay, I'm waiting. So yeah, copy. Yeah.
Drive H2.
Hey, Stephanie, I'm ready for turn.
16 to 17 turns.
Please.
There it goes.
Nice to see you tracking.
This turn is the only one it will take to secure Battery 4 in its new position on the external pallet. After that, the astronauts will be complete with this additional battery get-ahead.
Oh, they're doing a get-ahead. Wow.
Okay.
No, the smoke alarm wasn't beeping, but the old batteries were dying, and these new batteries are lithium.
16 turns, the green light, and 9.1 torque.
Copy 9.1.
See that the status indicator is locked.
Copy 9.1 torque, 16 turns, green light, status indicator lock for H2. Those are good checks. Jessica, you can stow the PGT on your swing arm, unlock and release the RET, and send it back to Christina.
Okay, copy. And Stephanie, where are these scoops going?
Jessica, Christina, we're going to fast forward a bit, and we are skipping the scoop ops for this EVA.
Okay. Hey, Stephanie, PGT is stowed. And Christina, you got that right? I see.
Flipping up and upside down like that must be super annoying.
Copy, Jessica. And Christina, once you have the RET retrieved, you can translate back onto P6 structure. I'll get a glove, hap, and gauntlet check from you, and you can translate to the IEA, and then Jessica, I'll have further words for you here on the EP, basically working with the ORU bag.
Okay, copy. And I guess, Christina, this was the flaw in our plan. Retrieving the ORU bag is now on the other side. Right, you can, one hand roll over. Yep.
Because I imagine when they were training in the neutral
my
buoyancy
retrieved.
facility,
Copy.
that the pressure of the water kept them from flipping around as much. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong.
Stephanie, I'll wait until Christina's back on structure, and then I'll translate onto the EP.
Copy.
Okay, Jessica. Yeah, should be able to make this translation direct. Okay.
But the new batteries are lithium
Hold on there,
ion,
TFR.
and they'll last longer.
Okay, and I am on structure. Okay, copy. Heading to the IEA.
Copy, and glove, hap, and gauntlet check when you have a moment.
Okay, in work. EV1, gloves, no change, gauntlets in place, and half is dry.
Copy, EV1.
And Stephanie, if it's all right with you, I'll wait till I get to the IEA so I can do it at my first operation point after I have a local down.
Good plan.
Big picture, Stephanie, am I just translating on the EP to clean up, put everything in the ORU bag, and then come back to structure?
That's affirmed.
Okay. And Stephanie, I'm at the IEA, and if you let me know the first thing that I'm doing out here, I can get in position and then give you those checks.
Copy, Christina. First for you, you'll translate to the crew lock bag to retrieve the socket caddy. Basically, you're going to deconfigure the hex driver on the PGT, place the hex driver on the socket caddy, and then retrieve the PGT with the RET and adjustable and stow it on your swing arm.
Copy all.
I don't know what they mean by deconfigure, but yes, Trucker Kev, they said deconfigure.
Six hours, 10 minutes into today's spacewalk, NASA's astronauts Jessica Meir and Christina Koch have completed all of their scheduled tasks today, as well as one get-ahead task. They're now preparing to clean up their work site and then ingress back to the International Space Station's Quest airlock.
I guess deconfigure, meaning take it apart so they can put it away. Because the announcer did just say that they are going to clean up their work site.
Stephanie, I'm at the crew lock bag.
Copy.
I'm at the ORU bag. I'll start packing it up.
Hey, DPI. Hey, Zine.
Copy. The hex driver from the PGT can go on the pin ret that's stowed in the bag.
I guess, Dave.
Copy. My glove check, Stephanie. It's a little bit more lifting of the RTV on the left index finger. Other than that, no changes. I have, and my gauntlets are down.
Copy. Checks EV2. Thank you.
I wonder if they just shove everything in there and then, I mean, I imagine not shove. Part of me is like, why can't they just tether it all to the bag and then be like, we'll put it away once we're inside? Oh, is that the deconfigure? Are they going to deconfigure now? No. Hey, simple organism. Oh, they did deconfigure. Look at
The
that.
hex driver is on the pit pin. Good pull test.
Copy, Jessica.
And I have an test on the socket caddy with a good push pull test, and that came off of the PGT, the crew lock bag.
Copy, Christina.
Every time she...
Jessica, we can take an inventory of the ORU bag when you're ready.
Okay, copy. I see my trash bag on a rep that is on one of the internal loops. I see a double rep series attached to the PGT, also on one of the internal loops. I see an adjustable tether, which is also on the loop, and that is connected to the GoPro. I see a round tube, the ratchet wrench with the hex head on it, and the palm wheel, and that is connected to 2 reps in series to an internal loop. And I see the hex head on a pit pin on 1 rep.
Copy, checking.
Well, I guess you want to make sure you have everything before you just shove it all in the bag and go inside.
And Jessica, is there one additional adjustable inside the bag that's free that we would have used for contingencies?
Yes, that's the one that I reported at the end. I said there's one extra adjustable inside the bag. I'm not sure if you copied that or not. That was the last thing I reported.
And we copy that. That's good internally. What do you show on the outside of the bag?
If we can just stand by when I get the bag packed, and then I'll give you the external.
Copy that.
Get in the bag!
At 6 hours and 15 minutes, cleanup is going well for both astronauts. This view from Jessica Meir's helmet camera, number 11, down in the bottom right-hand corner, and you can see she is taking inventory of the ORU bag, or the Orbital Replacement Unit bag. And this holds a lot of the tools that she used today.
Yeah, there's a spacewalk going on,
Negative.
Guido.
I forgot about that stuff. Thanks for feeding me that. Stephanie, I think I figured out our confusion there. There's also an adjustable on the PGT, so maybe that was the one that you thought I had reported. That one was not previously reported.
And we copy that. Thank you.
Get in the bag. God, that's gotta be frustrating. It is like herding cats, Captain Frantic. Also, hello and welcome. Yeah, or hens. Oh my goodness. I feel like she just said, F it. It's good enough. So, Guido, what's for dinner? Oh, I see what she's doing. That's actually clever. That makes a whole lot of sense. That way stuff can't escape. That's clever. Get in there. Stay in there. You're like, but no, physics. Yeah, I know, right? I am so glad each one of those things is tethered to the bag.
Okay, Stephanie, the bag is packed, and on the outside of the bag, I have one small adjustable and one large small adjustable.
And we copy that. That's a good config. You can stow the ORU bag on your BRT.
Hooray!
Work. Stephanie, I have the PGT with 2 reps in series and an adjustable without a socket installed in my swing arm.
I think that is the Earth.
Copy
Kevlar?
that. That is a good config, and we will take a crew lock bag inventory.
Copy. And Jessica, do you need any steps before I do not. Go ahead. Okay, copy. I'll start with the internal contents of the bag, and I'll start with the integrated reps on the inside, what's on those. One integrated rep, I have a small EVA trash bag. Another integrated rep, I have a kit caddy with a 9-inch hex.
I'm not sure if both helmet cams are working.
On another integrated rep, I have a round scoop. I'll go to the rep series. I have a rep series to an adjustable. I have another rep series to an adjustable. I have a long duration tie-down tether.
Yes, there is a fisheye
And I have
effect.
a third
There's a fisheye
rep
effect on
series
the
to an
helmet.
adjustable.
There's a fisheye effect on the
We
helmet
copy
cams.
all, Christina, and the ratchet wrench that is also on a ret series. Do you see that?
And I
There's a
think I
ratchet
heard-
wrench with a palm wheel and a 6-inch wobble socket on it on a ret series.
I think I heard go.
And that is everything for internal, I believe.
Copy that. We concur. That's a good internal config.
Copy, I'll pack, and then I'll report the external.
Copy.
I think I heard GoPro mentioned earlier, and GoPro does have a fisheye effect. Fisheye effect isn't bad. It lets you get more stuff into the frame. You just have to be aware that the distortion is there. And yeah, cameras don't deal with the light like our eyes do. And that's actually one of the things when I was starting to work on taking pictures with more manual settings. It was to get the camera to see how to figure out
I have the ORU bag on my DRT. I think I'm ready to translate off the EP and back to structure.
We concur, and as you're doing that, double check the ingress aid stowed on the boot plate for arm clearance and check all tethers clear.
Okay, copy.
Just to figure out how to get the camera to see what my eye sees. But you can also do a whole lot of stuff with cameras that your eyes can't do. Like depth of field stuff. Like our eyes can kind of do it, but not quite. We can exaggerate it with cameras. And now I think they're going to go back in. How often do they replace the cameras? Asks Tommy. I really don't know. I really don't know. Hey, Susie. Susie is a happy producer today because I got my podcast done last night. Yeah, that very important last check before I leave. Oh, I didn't realize there were no dogs on the dog cam. I have dog cam all set up. There's no dogs on it. Are you gonna go get on the dog cam? As I start doing my last minute setup before, we start the official stream. Thank you. Yeah, mission is accomplished.
Stephanie, I have the ingress aid stowed against the boot plate.
Copy. When all tethers are clear, and once you are 5 feet from the EP, you can give Drew a go to maneuver to the back-off position.
Okay, copy. Stand by. And Stephanie, while she's maneuvering, if I have a sec, I can give you the external crew-out bag.
Ooh, look at that view.
Copy. And we're ready.
And if I can just interject, Drew, we are well clear.
Want to check out this spacewalk?
Okay, copy. Jessica, understand you and Christina are clear. All tethers, tools, ingress aid are
No,
all clear.
this is not a video game. This is real life.
Back off.
There we go.
The EVA is going well. They completed all their assigned tasks, plus
And on the external, I just have the large, small adjustable, as well as the small adjustable going to a helmet light.
And we copy that, and I have words about the helmet light when both you and Jessica are ready for those.
Look at the Earth.
And I'm ready. Yes, I'm ready.
So we have a plan to bundle the helmet light to the top of the small ORU bag.
Copy. Copy.
So Jessica, as you're translating back, you'll stop at the IA and pick that up. I'll have words for you on how to bundle it. And also, if you would, as you're translating, we would like you to inspect a location where you think the D-ring separated from the camera, just to check if there's any additional FOD or anything that looks off nominal.
Okay, so, Stephanie, am I waiting here for Christina to translate to me, or am I translating outboard?
What?
Yep, you're going to go outboard to meet up with the helmet light.
Okay, copy. And Stephanie, am I go to move the crew lock bag doors down by moving some of the hooks to battery for that tether point?
Christina, you have a go.
Copy. And while I'm here, I can verify that the pit pin that we actively leave is in place.
Copy that, and once you're complete with that, then you can pick up your adjustable fair lead.
Oh, our battery for tether point plan is not going to work. 34 is not there. How about
Yeah, that's a good point.
the DDCU, or the DCSU?
If you think the tether will reach and the doors will be flat against structure and it will be snug, that will be a good config.
Okay, copy. I'll evaluate that and let you know. And Stephanie, I have the GoPro outside of the ORU bag right now. Is it okay to leave it like that?
Let me check on that. The config that I was shown does not have the GoPro on the outside of the bag.
Sorry, it's still redded to the inside. We just have it. I have it pulled out through the lid so that it's still on. So it is redded to the inside. I just have it outside of the bag. The camera itself. The red point still inside.
Yeah, I copy that. It might be best to put it on the inside because the helmet light kind of fits on top of the bag very snugly. The way we'll have you tether it down.
Okay. If you don't mind, then I think it will be easier if we have to reconfigure the bag anyway. If we just do it all together once I get out to Christina.
That's a good plan.
And I am looking at my camera. I think all that happened was the metal ring slipped off its tether point when the tether got snagged. Well, I don't see. Let's see. Actually, I fabric broke that was holding the tether point. I do see broken loop that I believe where it was. But there's no other damage to the camera, and as I mentioned, the camera is still on a single rep, integral rep for the bracket, which is attached to my workstation.
And we copy the report on the camera. And Jessica, we were also curious about the translation path that you use. Did any FOD remain, say, on the MLI or on the handrails or anything like that?
Oh, all that had happened was the ret, a small ret that was on my swing arm, actually hooked a loop of the MLI covering the radiator. So it was like I had tethered it. It went right through the hook. So there was no damage there. It just, the tether was just around that loop. So I had to open the tether, obviously, to remove it from that loop.
And we copy. And so at that location, is there any FOD on the MLI?
It's exactly where I am right now. So I'm in good position to do a good look. And note, there is nothing here. I can just see, I can see the loop that it was caught on. I don't know if you can see in my WVS. There are these loops that have like a gap spanner holding the thermal blanket on, and it through one of those loops.
And we copy. We have a good visual, good inspection. We show that complete. You can continue.
Okay.
So I know the GoPro battery is only good for about 30 minutes.
We're now 6.5 hours into today's spacewalk. The spacewalk was scheduled to last 6.5 hours. However, the crew had good consumables, meaning they had enough water and oxygen for the spacewalk to last a little longer. That's why teams went ahead and proceeded with that extra get-ahead task of moving battery 4 to the external pallet. That also puts teams in a good configuration for the next spacewalk on Monday, January 20th. Now there will only be 2 nickel-hydrogen batteries left to be removed and 1 lithium-ion battery left to be installed. Our spacewalkers are now cleaning up and starting to head back to the International Space Station's Quest airlock as the station flies 260 statute miles over Nigeria in an orbital nighttime.
So, excuse me, sorry.
Okay, so speaking of my crew off bag, I do have it structure with the doors down.
Copy, Christina, and 1 minute to 30 seconds to sunset.
Copy. And Jessica, Elizabeth, because, wait till you're here, tell me what you think about this. Could make this flap by extending between that tube and the other side of this handrail. I think that's maybe what I do. What's that? Yeah, because the CSU is a little bit shallower, it makes the bag of the doors a little bit kind of at an angle, not flat against structure. I see that. I think that's what, I think it achieves most of the aim of having them against structure, but to be 100% sure, I'm going to move to this. Right now that I've got it on the far handle, I'm comfortable with that.
Christina,
Okay, here's the
Jessica,
helmet light.
crew lock bag config is good.
Copy. And here are the lights, Jessica. Okay, stand by. Why don't we work on this? What do you think? Do you think it'll be easier to attach it if I leave this on my DRT like this? Or do you want me to take the bag off? No, I think it might be because then it's stable. Yeah. If you want to hold your position, I can try and attach it. Okay, and then we need to get that GoPro back in too. Okay. So hopefully we can do that. Opening up Pandora's box.
Christina, Jessica, so certainly if you have thoughts on how to stow the helmet light onto the ORU bag, that also works. The suggestion here is to use have the gimbal light assembly be on the front of the bag and the back of the bag, so that the small ret that's stowed towards the lid of the bag, you can use that large hook to go around the gimbal, the interface between the battery and the light. And then there's a small adjustable on the other side of the bag, and you can loop that also around the gimbal and tether one hook to the inside frame of the helmet.
Okay. So she's got the big hook now, so she can put that on the gimbal. And then there's already a small going to the frame. So once that's on the gimbal, I can just move this small over to the ORU bag. Okay, copy. And were those all those points of connection that you said, or did you want a second one on gimbal, or 2 connection points adequate? Oh, cool. Sorry. Stabilizer. I move the light a little bit. Try to make it not a gimbal, a ring around the gimbal.
Jessica, Christina, we think that 2 connection points are good.
Okay, I've got the large around one side. Okay, and I'll go ahead and remove the adjustable from the crew lock bag on one side, and then attach it to the smaller U bag external. Let's get that camera in first, because, okay, I think that might be. And another option, if they would be amenable, is to just have someone put it on their swing arm for the way in. Or do you think I think it actually looks like it might fit right in right here. It will fit. Okay. Yeah, I came out in it, so. I'm going to loosen this. Okay. Try and put it in. Okay. Like you said, without letting stuff out. I'll try to hold the lid here. If you can stuff it in, then we'll see if this works. Perfect.
And if stowing the GoPro inside the bag does not work, Christina's swing arm is also a good option.
Copy. Now, let's see if we can get the lid back on top, because I think that's what loosen it a little bit right there. Loosen the lid. Okay, loosen. Okay. Now tighten it. I'll keep a hand on it, okay? And I can... All right. Okay, that's great. Okay, now I'll get that adjustable on. And should we turn these helmet lights off or not? Might help you see more. Sorry, just... Okay. I've got it kind of sandwiched. All right, I'll put it, I think... What do you think about on the handrail stanchion? If it reaches, I think that will keep it nice and tight. It would. I just don't want to get in the way of you. Well, I'm already BRT, but removing it, you don't think that'll be the same? I think it should be okay removing the BRT, and we can leave it on. So inside, leave it on the rack. As long as it's not on the same side as my BRT rack. Yeah, that's where it is. It would be. But you know what? There's a tether point over here, and I just snagged it. So I think we're good. I'm going to go around the corner of this bag and then tighten up this friction place. We're good. Okay. Hey, good job. Nice and tight. Have a beacon. BRT beacon. And Stephanie, with that, I will go get my fairlead. And Christina, do you think that looks like a good position here? I do. Yep.
We just saw Jessica Meir and Christina Koch reattaching that light and video system, the portion of Christina Koch's helmet that became detached earlier in the spacewalk.
Hey, copy.
The inconvenience set them back about 30 minutes, but the team worked fast enough that they were able to make up that time and then have some extra to accomplish their get-ahead task.
Jessica, before you take off, I'll take your light shining down here just so that I can verify when I remove one hook of the adjustable that I remove the right one. Okay? One that's going to the D-ring. Can you see now, or am I not over enough? Well, I think that is good. Stephanie, confirm I am leaving the adjustable here.
You are correct. That is confirmed.
Okay. It is still attached to the handrail. Any other tasks for me before I head to my green hook?
Christina, once you're happy with retrieving your fair lead and leaving the adjustable, you can also translate to your green hook P65388.
Copy.
As the astronauts begin their journey back to the Quest airlock of the International Space Station, we reach the 6-hour and 42-minute point in today's spacewalk. A recap of everything that the astronauts have accomplished today. They first installed Battery 1 in the external pallet Z slot.
The APFR that I was in.
This meant removing the nickel hydrogen battery from its current spot on the integrated electronics assembly. They then moved Battery F into slot 1, Battery F being a new lithium-ion battery, and moved on to Battery 2. That's a nickel hydrogen battery that was moved to the external pallet in slot F. And the adapter plate that had been in slot F was moved to slot 2 of the integrated electronic assembly. The duo moved Battery 3 to adapter plate F slot 2, and that's the adapter plate that had just been moved from the external pallet, before moving Battery E, a lithium-ion battery, to slot 3 on the integrated electronic assembly. The team even had time to move Battery 4, a nickel hydrogen battery, to the external pallet in slot Y, and this is a good get ahead for the next spacewalk.
Christina, we're back with you after handover.
In total, that means three old nickel hydrogen batteries were moved to the external pallet today, and one old nickel hydrogen battery is now on the integrated electronic assembly. 2 new lithium batteries have been installed on the integrated electronic assembly. In the next spacewalk, scheduled for January 20th, and just a few days from now.
I did bump the roll, I think, was also out on that APFR. It's no problem. I can adjust it when we come back for the next EVA, but if it might need to...
The fourth spacewalk, we will see the 2 nickel hydrogen batteries, the final 2, on the Port 6 truss moved to the external pallet, and the final lithium-ion battery will be installed.
We're ready for you to retrieve your green hook.
Work. Do we have any need to put this back into config for robotics reasons? It's away from the AP, so I think it's okay, but Stephanie?
Checking. Jessica, Christina, thanks for the question. Clearance should be good for the arm. We'll get it on the next EVA.
I'm right next to you. Copy. I'm at my green hook.
Copy, Jessica.
Stephanie, I have my green hook on my red reel.
Copy.
That was Christina, but I have my green hook on my red reel. So I'm ready to get out of Christina's way.
Copy, Jessica.
Jessica, if you wouldn't mind holding there for a bit so I can retrieve my green hook. Your lighting. Yes. How's that? That's perfect.
So they're working their way back.
Retrieve my green hook. We can head in. Okay, and I can see that we have a loop around our tethers right now. See if it clears. I see that yours is around this trunnion here, so if I can clear that, I'm going to see if that helps. Okay. And I can also hang tight at the tether, at the anchor point, like we talked about, if you need to do a twist there.
So the ISS makes one rotation around the Earth every one orbit, not one rotation. One orbit around the Earth every 90 minutes.
I'm just going to come down here so I can take a look at it. Okay. I'll stay here so that my skills aren't making that harder.
Been at this for almost 7 hours, if not 7 hours by now. So they've had multiple day and night cycles. Night and day are on the ISS are actually determined by UTC, and they just run off the UTC schedule. When it's rest hours, they close the window blinds and such and turn off the lights.
So I can see that the tethers are twisted inboard of me. I don't know that it's going to matter when we get back to the hook. Right now, they're both functioning, they're just twisted around each other. Okay. So I think that it's best to proceed in and then assess at the anchors, if Stephanie, if you concur.
We concur.
Okay, copy. And actually, Christina, if you hold for a minute and let me translate a bit in. Yep, so that would be.
Beerbong asks, do they bring the spent batteries or let them fall away from the ISS? They're installed on an external pallet, so I think they're going to be burnt up in the atmosphere. And as far as water, they probably have something in their helmets that allows them to drink water. There's, in gas masks, there's this little tube that connects to your, on the inside there's a tube that can go into your mouth. On the outside,
20 seconds to a 20-second handover.
On the outside there's a connector that goes to your canteen. And that's how you drink water while you're in, essentially protective gear that way. So yeah. And yeah, they're wearing maximum absorbency garments. They're wearing essentially adult diapers.
The astronauts are continuing to make their way to the Quest airlock.
Christina, if you hold there again, when you're too close, I think your tether gets really loose. It is right in front of me, so I keep almost getting caught in it. Yes, okay. I will hold for longer. Sure thing. I'll wait till you're waist inboard.
Once both astronauts have entered the airlock and closed the hatch, repressurization will begin, and that's when we mark the end of the spacewalk.
And Stephanie, I'm at the port Cedar Cart.
Copy that. And Jessica? Christina, since you are following Jessica back to the airlock, for the port, for the Cedar Cart brakes, do you feel you'll have enough light to do those?
I do think I will.
Awesome, thank you.
We have the MC light now, so.
Yes, good point.
Jessica, it looks like you're far enough in. I'll let you get a start on the MC to make sure that the tether doesn't impede that, and then I'll head in. Okay, copy. I'm under the MC now. I see that. And I am on the port side of the port Cedar Cart. I see a pedal. I have been thinking they were only on the starboard side, though. Can you confirm if this is the pedal on the port side that I need to get?
Checking. There are brakes on both sides, but we would like you to actuate the brake on the inboard or starboard side of the port Cedar Cart.
Copy.
And to be clear, the brake release 2 times.
Copy that. And I am at our anchor point.
Copy.
So would you like me to keep going and I'll go back to the airlock first?
Checking.
So how does the twist situation look? Yeah, stand by. Oh, look. And the brake pedal has been pressed all the way down 2 times. And there's no more twist, Christina. Oh yeah, it worked itself out after the anchor point.
Copy, Christina. That was on the port Cedar Cart, and we'll be looking for the same on the starboard.
And Stephanie, if you did copy, there is no longer any twist. I can see that both of our anchor hooks are clear.
We copy no twist, and Jessica, you can continue to translate to the airlock. You can place a fair lead on handrail 500.
Okay, copy. And then on the starboard Cedar Cart, confirm you'd like me to also press the starboard pedal.
That's affirmative.
Okay. And that is complete.
Copy. Thank you.
And Stephanie, I'm at handrail 500, so I will leave that fair lead here.
Copy, Jessica.
And I am at the top of the seat first. Okay, copy.
7 hours into today's spacewalk, and you can see the astronauts are now making it back to the Quest airlock. That's Jessica Meir, EV1. In your picture right now, you can tell because she's wearing the spacesuit with the red stripes around the legs. In the last 7 hours, the astronauts accomplished all of their tasks as well as one get-ahead task, moving the old nickel-hydrogen batteries out of the integrated electronics assembly and moving new lithium-ion batteries from the external pallet into the integrated electronics assembly. Today's spacewalk was continuing work that began last fall when they were already moving nickel, hydrogen, and lithium-ion batteries, updating the power supply on the P6 truss. And the work on the P6 truss is not finished. On Monday, we will see the next spacewalk where the final 2 nickel-hydrogen batteries will be removed and the final lithium-ion battery will be put into the integrated electronic assembly.
And I had a bit just popped off, so one more time. You can also put it on as I go by if you want to start working on getting the smaller U back in and whatnot. Okay, stand by. Okay.
Jessica, Christina for the airlock ops. Christina is on her way. she can ingress first per the plan, and then Jessica, you can hand her the ORU bag to stow in the airlock.
Okay, copy. And it did pop off. Did you want me to try and get that? Actually, now that I see it, it's going to be drugged down. Maybe I can fairly it on this whiff. Okay. That's so much pull. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean because it's so extended. Handrail 500, try doing a full kind of loop around it behind those tether points. Yeah. Okay. So let's see if this works once I come down. Got one around this whiff. It might not be out of your way enough. Am I going to make it worse? I think it's going to stay on the ELC side. I mean, or on, sorry, on the ESP2 side. I think if I flick it off, it's going to be better for you.
Jessica, Christina, fair lead is not required.
Let's see. I think that once I get down there, it might pull down enough. Okay, let's see.
And Jessica and Christina, I have words for Jessica's suit.
We're ready to copy.
We are coming up to the end of the EVA, and as you might expect, we are PET of 7 hours, 5 minutes. In about 10 minutes, Jessica, you may receive a BAT-B decay message. That means you'll have 1 hour of battery power remaining. You can fix the problem by connecting to SCU, taking the UIA power EV1 to on, and also the power switch on your DCM to SCU.
Okay, copy. And I am at the airlock. I'm going to open the thermal cover. Okay, and I am ingressing by the area that has your safety cover, so I think it's clear. Yeah, I can see it right now. It is behind your feet. Okay, so if you stick toward the wheel, copy. I'm on the wagon wheel, the safety conflicted. How's that look? It's behind you right now, okay? So if I just stick in here and... Let's see. Under your plus. Stand by. Okay, you're free now. I've got it pulled up above you. Copy. Can you see it just off to your left? Now, I'm holding it so it doesn't get caught in your... Okay, I do. Yep. Okay, you got eyes on it? Yep, I got eyes. Okay. If you'd like, I can ingress and then if you want to hand me that, or if you want to go ahead and stow it, then I'll just stand by. Away. You're right there. I need to put it in, but offering if you want me to hop in. Yeah, well, I'll toss it up there, and then you can ingress, and get a red on it, and then I can release my rep. Okay. So we'll have the tethers look right now. I can move to the aft. Get out of your way. Go ahead, and if you do that, I'll get an eye on them. I'll get a good look going up the seas first. Okay, it looks good.
As you can see, the thermal hatch cover is open, and the astronauts are now ingressing the crew lock portion of the Quest airlock. That's NASA astronaut Christina Koch heading in right now. You can tell she's EV2 today, wearing no stripes on her spacesuit.
Okay, I have a waist tether on the airlock D-ring extender. Gate is closed, sliders locked. I'm going to get the ret for your bag. Okay, copy.
Copy, Christina.
Okay, the bag is ready to the airlock. I'm going to release your BRT tether if you're ready. Okay, I'm ready. It's coming to you. Copy, I got it. Thank you. Stephanie, I'm going to go ahead and ingress.
Copy that, and when you're ready, you can give Jessica a go to release green hook from the EV2 red reel.
Okay, and I'm going to, for that reason, I'm going to kind of stay half ingress so she'll have access to my ball hook. Okay, perfect. And you have a go because my waist tether is on the airlock bearing extender. Okay, so I see Christina's green hook. I'm going to remove that and put it on the aft D-ring, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, Christina's hook is on the aft wing. Gate is closed and slider is locked.
Check the reel unlocked.
Reel is unlocked. Now I believe I'm going to take her yellow hook off and attach it to my red reel.
That's affirmed, and that's the next step.
That's in work. Okay, Stephanie, that is complete. I have her yellow hook on my red reel. Gate is closed, slider is locked.
Copy. Check reel unlocked.
Reel is unlocked.
Copy. Attach EV1 green hook to forward external airlock D-ring.
In work. With that, I think you're done with me, so I'm going to fully ingress.
We concur.
Seven hours and 11 minutes into today's spacewalk, astronauts are finishing up equipment checks just outside of the Quest airlock. You can see Jessica Meir there in your screen, preparing to ingress.
Forward gearing extender. Gate is closed, slider is locked. I'm just going to take a look back and make sure that we have a good config there still.
Copy, and check reel unlocked.
Reel is unlocked.
Copy. Release EV1 yellow hook and stow it on your mini workstation.
Okay, in work. That is released and it is on my mini workstation.
Copy that. Nice work. You can ingress the airlock, close the thermal cover, and attach the Velcro strap.
See, in work. And Goose, I am fully port and forward for your ingress. Okay, copy. I have the bat bolt decay message.
And we copy. Thanks for the report.
Alright, I'm being told.
Hey, Christina, I'm going to come in feet first. Copy.
Alright. Star Trace is like, I think they're safe. Call it done here. So.
Jessica Meir now ingressing the hatch as the space station flies 259 statute miles south of the Marshall Islands.
Alright. I think. But they're almost done.
Try to twist so I can get the
They're almost in.
thermal cover with my mini workstation undetector.
There's 6 people, which means there's 4 toilets in space. The astronauts only have access to 2 of those toilets. Shh. It's okay, Tinker. It's okay, Tinker. Yeah, for real, Starchface. I've never really watched a spacewalk, and I am kind of curious to see it out to the end now. See, you can see a Soyuz docked from her helmet cam. Was there a 5th toilet? Yeah. What was the 5th toilet on? Were there really 3 Soyuz docked at the same time?
Good job.
I can't remember now. Yeah, it even takes time to close the Starliner. Starliner probably didn't have a toilet on it.
I'm not sure if you can see what I'm bumping up against here. There we go. The thing that I can see on my end.
There probably wasn't a toilet on Starliner.
Okay, and I still need to grab the thermal cover.
Yeah, it looks like it's a tight fit. Oh, if there were 3 Soyuz attached, see, here's the thing. Was it a Soyuz or was it a Progress? They're the same thing, but a Progress doesn't.
As Jessica Meir makes her way into the hatch to close the thermal cover, we had a nice view of the Northrop Grumman Cygnus vehicle, a resupply craft scheduled to depart the space station on January 31st.
Yeah, we're not going to sit through the pressurization. That's going to take a while.
Jessica, it should, yes, should go on the inside.
All right, they're in. They are in. So I'm going to mute this. I know. I know. You've been so patient. Oh. Oh, okay. Alright, so let's get set up for everything. There were all 3 Soyuz, which had some people worried about not enough seats for emergencies. Each Soyuz can fit 3 people. Each Soyuz can totally fit 3 people. Alright. So, let me transition here, because she's just fumbling with stuff now. And get everything all ready to go. And yeah, the blue origin for suborbital flights, essentially if there's not humans on it, I don't think they're gonna put a toilet into space because that technology isn't exactly cheap. Okay, so dogs are like, but Mom. Alright, so let me get everything back up. I know, you're gonna have to be quiet. Alright. Oh, shoot, okay, yeah. Yeah, if there were 9 people, so here's how that formula works. If there are 9 people, there are 5 toilets. For every 3 people, so you have the 2 toilets on the ISS, plus however many Soyuz capsules are up, so it's easier just to remember how many people are up. So if there's 9 people, there's 3 additional toilets. Hey. Alright, so here's what's gonna happen now. Because y'all have been awesome and patient, and now we're like super late because of the spacewalk, but the spacewalk was cool, so thank you for your patience. I am going to roll the rockets, and I am going to grab the dog, and she is just going to be, oh wow, I didn't realize how loud I was. Oh my. Let me move the microphone back a little bit. And she is going to be put in my lap, and then we'll do the show. So yeah, I'll see you all on the other side.